Okay, so there are two main types of childish behaviour. There's good childish behaviour and there's bad childish behaviour. Bad childish behaviour is general one that people go, oh, that's so childish. Say, when you kick a tantrum because you don't get your favourite sweet or something like that. But then the good childish is when you get like super excited about something awesome that's going to happen. Like how I was when Game of Thrones Series 3 episode 1 was on. I spent the month previous to that just giggling and peeing myself in pure excitement because I was looking forward to it so much. That is good childish excitement. But then there are two like main examples of that. So the bad one is, say you're in a relationship or a friendship and one or both of you are, well, let's, for the sake of the video, let's say the other person is making creative content on a channel or a Tumblr or another place like that. Or just something online that you have to subscribe to or you have to go to regularly. And say then you start going out and become friends, or during the friendship you find out about their creative content and then you break up or you fall out or something bad happens, you don't like that other person as much anymore. Now, I think the general opinion of this is that you unsubscribe or you unfriend or you unfollow, etc. because you don't want to know about their personal life anymore, you don't really want to hear about it. But if it's creative content based, surely it's childish to leave that source of entertainment or knowledge that you previously had just because you've fallen out. Like for example, like my ex has a Tumblr and I still follow it because I think it's interesting and entertaining and she posts cool stuff. And yet I told one of my friends about this and they were like, that's really creepy, dude, oh my freaking god, why are you doing that? So I was like, whoa, I sort of knew that it would be odd, I guess, but I always just sort of thought that, well, if you unsubscribe, it just sort of shows that you didn't subscribe in the first place for the right reasons. Because you should have done it because you enjoyed the content and you enjoyed the person that was on screen or on the internet, not the person in real life. You shouldn't have just subscribed just to please them. It's weird. Therefore, you should only unsubscribe if the content itself becomes bad. I think it's slightly childish that you would forsake your own source of entertainment just to spite the other person. It's weird. But a good childish is, for example, a couple of weeks ago on a school trip we went to the zoo, London Zoo, which was awesome because the zoo is cool and animals are fun. A little bit depressing because animals in cages aren't as much fun because they're all sad, but they looked kind of happy, so that was better. But through the whole day, me and a couple of my friends were just talking about the animals being adorable and awesome, Doctor Who being on that weekend, and Game of Thrones Season 3 Episode 1 being on that weekend as well. And we were literally jumping and giggling and being complete and utter children for the whole day. It was awesome. At the end of the day, it's so nice to be able to be a child with your friends and just to act how you want to act without fear of being judged by other people. Although I do think we were judged mildly by the parents and the other children around us, but they don't really matter at the end of the day. It's only the people that you care about whose opinions matter. To me, anyway. Or at least I try to. And I just think in today's society, we're not really allowed to do that anymore. You're not allowed to be a child. Although that's coming back a bit more. It's sort of like with the whole nerd culture. It's all coming back and it's being cool. But yeah, so there are two types of childness. Bad and good. Good is good and bad is bad is bad. One of those is the one of those and the other is the other. So you can be childish, but don't be childish.